Hello, Annex. Giovanni. How are you guys doing? TRP or Ilgi? Logan, how are you guys? Hopefully I'm saying your names right. Hi, Giovanni. So, what's going on? That's good. All right. Oops. Hi, Maisie. Group. You shut that down. Shut that down. Whoops. Did I do that right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm still getting situated here. Let me back up. Before I do some mistake, I just need to close these. All right. So I have 1 hour. I went really long yesterday. But I wanna make sure that I get on and talk every day, and hang out with you guys. I don't know. What should I draw, guys? I got 1 hour. So I'm taking suggestions. I can't promise it'll be great. I am drawing on an iPad Pro. And the app I'm using is Procreate. Two-Face? Yeah, I can do Two-Face. Two-Face it is. The Tick. Let's see. I'll do some more quick sketches. So I'll see if I can put a couple of get a couple done. So I'm gonna do Two-Face. I'm gonna do the Tick, and maybe the Sean Murphy Batman. Dom, yeah, I saw you sent me a DM and you were asking for that. I'm not familiar with what he looks like, but I mean, I'm familiar with what Batman looks like. I'm not sure what the Sean Murphy version with the White Knight looks like. But let me see if I can look it up. So I'll see if I can do that. Kurt Russell, his Snake. That's a good one. All right, so we'll stop it at that. That's a little bit for me to draw. So let me start with I'll do Two-Face first. Like I said, I'm gonna do these a little quicker, and hopefully they don't look too bad. So, and we'll chat. So, you guys, if you have questions, you can throw them in the chat. If you have, you just want to talk about something, go for it. Let's just hang out and draw. When I think of Two-Face, I always think about Batman the Animated Series version. So whether or not I'm gonna, I don't know if I can capture that. I'm just gonna do this from kind of memory or what my version of Two-Face would be. So we'll see how it turns out. Which side is the messed up side of Two-Face? Is it the left or the right? Does it change? Tony asks, how do I choose colors? That's a good question, Tony. So I have a color palette that I got from an old DC comics coloring guide, and it's on the left side. So on this side is the messed up side. Um, I'm not sure. Is it Abdu? Thank you for the wave. Hopefully, I said that somewhat right. His right? Yeah, is it the left or the right? Just blocking in the face. That on. Got a tie. Got a coat. It's their right. His left, their right. Flip a coin for it. The closest to me is the deform. Oh, okay, so this side is gonna be the messed up side. It's gonna be the Two-Face side. Um, what part of the drawing process do you feel you're the best at and the worst at? I don't know. I mean, I almost feel like I'm still learning every day. I guess I am decent at like sketching, maybe. Um, but other than that, I don't know. I don't. I wish I could say that I thought I was like super good. I'm I'm okay. I still got a lot to learn, basically. So I think once you start feeling that you're like like super good, and that um, then maybe you stop learning, and I never want to stop learning. So I guess short answer is I don't know. I want to do these quick, but I'm not doing them quick. Thanks for the thumbs up, Miguel. Always takes me a while. I haven't drawn all day, so bear with me, guys. We're gonna get this. Or maybe I just need to start. You know what? I'm gonna start over. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta start over. I think I came in too fast on that one. I want to draw a bunch of drawings, so I'm gonna go a little bit different approach. I'm gonna do less of a 3/4. I think one of the hardest things for me to learn how to do was to just throw away a drawing, or just thanks, I appreciate that. I grew up in the 90s, so it has it's a very nostalgic for me. It's a part of my childhood. Yes, it does. So whenever I go like this, it's going from eraser to whatever brush I have it set on. Let me put this more centered for you guys. So right now I'm just yeah, it's nice. This is the Pencil 2. The first one didn't do that, but the Apple Pencil number 2 does. So it's a big time saver. You know, it's one of those things where instead of having to go over and select the brush, and now I just do it like intuitively for the most part. I think I'm gonna get a much better block in now. So you know, oh no problem, Trout. Yeah, keep the questions coming. I like answering questions. So if anybody has any questions, again, you know, please just shoot them out. More than happy to answer anything if I can. Can't promise it's going to be a great answer or you know, it'll be useful, but I'll try my best. Which 90s cartoons should you want to see as a movie? I would like to see. Let me think. You know, there's been so many that have been made in the movie. Oh, I don't know if this is 90s, but I'd like to see maybe. Well, I guess it is 90s. Mighty Max. I think that could be a fun movie. It'd be like a kids type movie. I would say. I think it would do very well. It's a interesting concept. I used to love that show. Let me give him more of a hook nose. SWAT cats. That would be really cool. Um, I mean, how would they do it though? Would they? I wouldn't want something like the movie Cats. Um, I guess that would it would be have to be like animated maybe, or I guess if it's live action, I don't know. How would they make a SWAT Cats movie now? I guess it could be CG. And that would be kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. I like Young Justice though. I think it's kind of cool. Wildcats would be excellent. Um, I just don't. You know, people that know them, but like people that don't have any clue about them. But people can get behind like a Kid Flash. You know what I mean? Or you know, it's easier for them to wrap their mind around Robin, you know, because he's associated. That's probably why they do like stuff like that. They go for the easy stuff, you know. Man, I am not drawing very well tonight. Should have warmed up better. First one's always the hardest, guys. Hopefully I get through this one. You know what? I need to look up. I need to look at something. So like usually when I get stuck like this, um, and I'm kind of like going in a circle, and I'm not nothing's really clicking. I'll go to my Pinterest board, and then I'll look at take a look at some reference. I love the Batman animated series. Um, I remember when it premiered on TV, um, back in the '90s, and watching it at night. It was like a primetime event. Uh, I like Batman Beyond too. I like them both. I like them both. Let's see. Two Face. Okay, now I got it. Favorite Batman anime series? Mine's Feats of Clay. Um, Let me think for a second. What's my favorite one? Mine is gonna be. It's not the. It's like the later season where it's the Adventures of Batman and Robin. It's the one where it's. I think it's Legends of the. Is it Legends of the Dark Knight or Legends of Batman or whatever? It's like a show where these kids they get caught, or they're telling stories of like their different versions of Batman that they seen or they've heard about, and they did just a couple of different takes on Batman that were really cool. Um, oh, I appreciate that, Victor. It's not that stunning tonight, though. I don't know what's going on. I'm just kind of I'm having some a little bit of that artist block right now, but I'll get it. It just takes time. Y- Yeah, that's right. They had like kind of a Dark Knight Returns. They had the like more like the Silver Age Batman stuff. Yes, that's the exact episode. Like I just remember, and I had seen that before I even read Dark Knight Returns. I ended up reading Dark Knight Returns when I was much older, um, in my 20s, and that's what got me back into comic books. I had uh, I had read comics, you know, like when I was younger, collected them, X-Men stuff. I got into it after the watching the animated series a bunch, and then I was a Marvel zombie. Like all I did was collect like X-Men and Marvel comics and stuff like that. But I didn't unfortunately I didn't read much of them. I mostly bought them for the art and stuff to copy and try to learn. And the period of time when I was collecting like the most was right when Age of Apocalypse was happening. I usually share my artwork, and Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. I try to draw the things I like, and I'm glad that people find it entertaining. And I'm happy that you guys like it. Yeah, the Power Ranger stuff is fun. I like the Power Rangers. What am I reading nowadays? I read a lot of manga nowadays. If that, and then I've been going back and reading some older Marvel stories. So uh, the one I've been reading lately from Marvel is I went back and I'm doing was it Marvel Comics presents the Weapon X story with where they're kind of telling Wolverine's origin with Weapon X. So I've been reading that, and then I read One Punch Man, My Hero Academia. What's another one I'm reading? I'm also reading right now 20th Century Boys. I had a that was recommended to me the other day. Yeah, that Wolverine arc is amazing. Barry Windsor Smith's right. His his art was really awesome in it. I found myself just like studying it a lot. Any good art book recommendations? I have tons of art book recommendations. Are you looking for like more of a, I guess, academic art book? Are you looking for something that's got instruction, or just like a bunch of like cool art, like an art of book where you have like tons of concept art or pictures and stuff? So yeah, I get. I'm gonna give him a big chin. Hey, now it's starting to click. I got looked at some reference, and now I got my shapes working. Sometimes just having that like little bit of inspiration like makes a big difference. So back to the art book thing, like comic artist books. I'm trying to get into the comic industry. I mean, if you wanna learn how to draw comics, you could always go with the classic, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. I mean, it's not super in depth, but it's definitely a good starting point. I've been studying that book for years. Like I'll go back time to time and look at that. What's another good? Oh, Framed Ink. That's a good one for like comic book artists and graphic novelists. That one is really awesome. It talks about storytelling, because I mean, like if you wanna do comics, I mean it's cool to the most important thing I think for comics is storytelling. So any book that's gonna deal with that, those are the ones I would definitely recommend. Um, so off the top of my head, I would definitely say Framed Ink. Uh, I also have this one. I have this book from Joe Kubert um, that I bought off of eBay, and that one's pretty decent. Jim Lee does have an art book. He has a few of them. I have one that I like looking at. It's like a DC one where it's a bunch of his DC artwork. No problem, Jonah. Um, and there's tons of resources online, especially like for learning comic stuff. Um, you know, you got to draw a lot, and you got to be able to draw anything basically. I don't like how his head's turning. I'm gonna make this a little more simplified. Alex Ross, Marvelocity. Yeah, I have that one too. I I went and saw his. He had a museum exhibit that was because he's local to like Chicago area, and and I even think close to where I live, because the local museum, the county museum, had a whole exhibit of his artwork. So I got to see a lot of his like original art like up close. It was really awesome. You know, like pencils and some of his paintings and stuff. And so I bought that one. Um, I got a couple other ones, but um, of his. But yeah, I love Alex Ross's stuff and his art. He's got such a I would describe it like iconic, you know, interpretations of superheroes in general. Start to scar him up a little bit. When I write my comic books, I do a ton of research and read classic pieces of literature that can create deeper storytelling for my work. And as for art, I'd say I find a brush that good feels good. Yeah, that's all good advice. Yeah, the only way you're gonna find out what works for you is experimentation. You know, I mean, like I started like seriously like studying different stuff about 8 years ago now. It's taken me to get to this point. I mean, just go if you guys want to see like some really rough art, you know, just go look. I mean, it's really embarrassing too. Just look at the earlier in my Instagram feed. I mean, you can just see like the stuff I used to do and the way I used to draw, and it's way different than I do now. You know, it's definitely it's a progression, and it takes time, and you just got to be patient. You know, it'll come, and I still have a long way to go. Also, E-Man, what's up? There, crap a hand in there. I gotta do better than that. Wow, that was like 30 minutes of just screwing around with Two-Face. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but that's how it goes. Maybe I want to have them more like that. Let's see if I can put a hand in here. I'm going to start with fist shape, thumb. And now that I got that, I'll kind of it's like he's giving the thumbs up. Do I use reference for my backgrounds? If it's like an actual place, yeah, I'll try to use reference. I mean, reference is your friend, you know. The moment I realized that, you know, like it's important to do reference, the easier things got, because it's hard to draw things that you're not that you don't draw very often or are not used to seeing, and especially like it just gets your kind of your mind going, you know. So, I mean, I use reference, but don't necessarily be a slave to the reference, if that makes sense. Make this hand a little smaller. But if you're talking about like, do I use reference for like the little abstracted backgrounds? No. Like that. Make it a little bit smaller. Gonna bend that back a little. That's too far, maybe. I'm gonna fatten that up. Clean this side up a little bit. Yeah, I'll go like that. Let's see. What I can do is tie. Use more, try to use some more negative space. Oh wow, I just got a comment in Korean or something. Yeah, no, definitely references your friend. Let's see. Do I like that? It's okay. And we'll throw a coin up here. Kind of cross it out a little bit. That. See, let's see. We're here. I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit. That's it. I'm done. So thanks, Rodrigo. Not perfect, but you know, for a sketch. All right, what was the? I think the next one was the tick. So see if I can do that a little better. And then, so I'm gonna do the tick, and then I will grab some books that I off my shelf, and I'll show you guys some of the books I like, and we can kind of talk about them to finish up tonight. So today I'm trying to keep it to about an hour. I'll start out with the thanks, man. Start out with the general shape. Okay. So he's got a smaller nose. So what else is going on, guys? Are you guys Is anybody working on any projects that they would like to talk about? Or watch any movies or anything? Man, I'm really, really excited for the new Godzilla movie. My sons are too. They've been talking about it a lot, like nonstop. Yeah, go ahead. Self promote. You've been drawing the Reign of Superman piece and coming up with an ideal. That's cool. Reign of Superman. That's back when after the death of Superman, right? if I'm am I thinking of the right thing? Kong. I like Godzilla, but I don't know why. I like Kong better. I don't know. That's cool. So which is your favorite like of those Supermen from that time? I always thought Superboy looked kind of cool, back in the '90s. Then also the whatever the Hank Henshaw one, right? The Cyborg Superman. I always thought that was interesting. Steel and Superboy, yep. Yeah, it was the jacket and the glasses. I thought those were so cool. The glasses. Oops. I'm coming in. I'm gonna lower this brush a little bit. You're writing a new superhero retrospective comic in the vein of the 1970s neo-noir. It's called Gecko Man. You guys can check it out when it comes into the summer, free on Webtoons. Awesome. That's cool. Well, I wish you much luck with that, Tony. It's awesome that you're creating. The more you know, um, stories out there, the better. Especially different takes on stuff. Oh, no problem. Yeah, feel free. Like whenever we're doing a live stream to promote your stuff, guys. That's the best part of all this, you know, talking and chatting and stuff like that. Is there's so many things that like I learned to check out from people that I talk to on Instagram and Facebook and places like that. There's so much cool stuff out there. It's hard to see it all and hear about it all. So have I seen any of the DC portfolio books? No, I don't think so. What explain a little bit? Like, is there specific artists books? How do those work? I definitely don't think I've seen them before. A specific artist. Um, do you have one that you recommend? Do you have any? They have a Greg Capullo and a Jim Lee one. Oh, cool. Both artists I like. Have they been out for a while, or is this something that uh, is coming out, or? Thanks, Jam. How much are they? Are they affordable, or are they more on the expensive side? Let's put it like this: How what's the most you guys have ever spent on a book? I'll put that out there, and then I'll tell you guys what the most I've spent on a book. I'm not talking about like a collector's comic book. I'm just talking about like just like a book, or like an art book or something. $40. That's not bad. See, this one's coming together a little bit easier than the Two Face. It makes such a big difference, being warmed up for a little bit. That's why it's so important, or at least I feel like it's very important that you draw every day. Hey, Chris, you know, and to do that sketching in a sketchbook, or in your on your tablet or whatever. They're $25 each. That's not bad. That's very affordable. Thank you, Ozam Clay. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, thank you. Clayman is one of the DC portfolio books. If you know, I do know who Clayman is. I remember him from, if I remember right, X-Men, when he was working for Marvel. $60. Yeah, that's not bad either. Yeah, there's some expensive art books. Most I've ever spent on like an art book is it's 120, and that was an artist edition um, of what was it? The I got an artist edition of an Alex Toth Bravo for Adventure. And that was after watching. I love Alex Toth. He's a big one of my. He's my probably my one of my favorite artists, or if not my favorite artist. Yeah, there's just some really expensive stuff out there. Um, yeah, I have two artist editions. I have a Chris Samney Daredevil one, which I got for $90 on eBay. I got really lucky. I got a real good deal on that. And yeah, Toth is awesome. And the Toth one I got, that's the more recent one, and I got that. I had been waffling on it for a while, but then I watched Cartoonist Kayfabe video, and they were talking about it, and I was like, all right, I'm buying it, you know. And both of those artist editions, I like to study out of. That's the reason why I get them, is to do studies, see what I can learn from the masters. Hi, Lucas. All right. Yeah, this didn't turn out. This one didn't turn out too bad. I feel like this worked out a little bit better. Like I said, once you get your pencil moving a little bit, yeah, spoon, yeah. Man, this was such a good cartoon. Um, I mean, I never read the comics at all. It was all just cartoon stuff for me with the Tick, and this, and then Big Guy and Rusty. I'm gonna make his neck real thick. Like I went on a binge of Big Guy and Rusty the this summer. Like I watched a bunch of the episodes. Like they're awesome. And like some of the lines the big guy has, it's like pure Americana. You know, like I can definitely like see where they're coming from, I guess, or what they were going for. Oh, that's cool, Giovanni. I have one, and I have read that one. DVD and the comics, cool. Yeah, love him, Mike. Yep. He said something in one of the shows, and I can't remember what it was. It was something like apple pie and milk or something, and that's something American this and that, which I thought was awesome. I thought it was a great line. I can't remember what it was, and that sucks. Hey, Lucas. Thank you. Okay. Now I'll throw a quick layer of color, and then I'm just going to do this quick with the Tick. That way we have something to post tonight, so that we know that we talked, and I can say how great you guys are, because you guys really are great. And I like really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Yes, it was. That's exactly what it was. Yep. I'm not going to allow you to deprive any of the American children of one glass of milk. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I was like, yes, that is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Frank Miller and Jeff Darrow, the comic or whatever, is awesome too. I was a, I love Jeff Darrow's art. I actually got to meet him at a convention, you know, and it's funny, like it always surprised me, like he was a really nice guy. Was able to talk to him for like a minute or two. While I bought a sketchbook from him, and I was so surprised that there weren't I felt like there should have been like a lot of people, around him. Like he should have been like swamped with stuff. But I don't know. It's funny. Like people, the people that know about him love him. And if you don't know who he is, you should definitely check him out. Quick with the tick. Yep. He was a good guy. Um, it's weird. It's weird. Some people just sleep on a great artist. All right, so I got too many layers in this file, so I'm gonna delete some of these ones I don't need. Need one more. All right. Hard boiled is amazing. And I didn't find out about that until I got a suggestion from my friend Bill, and I was taking my son to the library, our local library, for what's wild is I didn't have any clue that he did like concept stuff for the Matrix, and once somebody told me that, I was like, oh, now I could totally see it. Um, Thanks, guys. No, in Drift. Yeah. Hey, nice to. How's Columbia? Is it real nice down there right now? A lot of snow up here where I'm at. Um, but anyway, I would take my son to tutoring at the library, and they had hard boiled on the shelf, and I went through that whole thing in the his tutoring session. I was, off to the side waiting for him, and I just like couldn't put it down. And the best part about that is all the little things he has like in there. It's like a Where's Waldo of debauchery. Yeah, it was really good. Shaolin Cowboy is awesome too. You can just see that he's having fun and drawing what he loves, which is awesome. All right, we got it. Oh, we're yes, clutter butter. Let's see. We're rolling up on that hour, but I'm gonna go a little bit longer, just so I can. All right, let's throw some light on this guy. Nose, right here. Here. Yeah, golden nuggets. Yep. For sure. Yeah, this one's coming together. Like I said, it really helps being a little bit more warm. Like Two Face was not clicking tonight. I apologize for that. But you know what? That's how it goes. Sometimes you got it and sometimes you don't. But that's okay. I'll keep practicing my Two Face. See if I could do better next time. I don't think the tick is on Netflix. Kaiju number 8. I have not read that. Is it good? I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I know it does happen, Jonah. But you know what? It's the most important thing is just keep going, right? Next time will be better. All right. Doing good. I'm gonna get rid of this Two-Face. I'm gonna go up to here. Yeah, I spent like half an hour, 45 minutes drawing that Two-Face, and I just threw it away. All right, so we're just gonna. No, don't like that. I'm gonna go. Let's go yellow. Put like a little. Yeah, you just try your best, and don't be discouraged. I used to get so like bent out of shape, and I still do sometimes. Like if I'm having like a bad like art night or art day, my wife can tell. She can just see like I'm not doing good. Like and she's like, oh, your drawing isn't going good because you're in a mood. All right, that's the tick. Okay, so like I said, I will grab a couple of art books that I got, and I will show you guys. So let me go to the shelf, and I'll be right back. So this is one art book I have, and I was talking about this one yesterday. This is it's a MOOC, which I believe is just basically a big like kind of oversized magazine from Japan. So it's got a bunch of Capcom art. I'm not. This must have came out in the '90s because it's Bangus. A lot of his stuff. I love Bangus. Got that, and then let's see. Here we go. This one's a good one right here. Frank Frazetta. I was when I first started drawing, I was always looking for like new artists to study and stuff, and Frazetta's work just kind of like jumped out at me, especially like the way he inks and everything, and just like his anatomy. He's like a master of anatomy. And the way he uses like his shapes and stuff. So you can flip through this. I'm not sure how much I bought this for, but I want to say I got it off of Amazon. And yeah, he's just got some just beautiful like stuff. These are all his different paintings. And the thing that I like a lot about this book is it's got a lot of these like studies in it that he did, in preparation for the painting. Yeah, Simon Bisley, he's awesome too. and this kind of stuff. This is all stuff that I find like really really useful. Like all this process stuff, like this sketches, and just seeing how rough and what he's here's like a kind of study or rough before just kind of getting down the ideal. Federici is awesome too. I love his stuff. Yeah, but he's a master. Frank is. Let me grab a couple more. Here you go. Here's a modern master, Kim Jong-gi. This is another one of those books I spent a lot for. I think I spent about $100 for this one, and I got it at a Wizard World in Chicago a couple years ago, and I actually got a sketch from him. So that's why I think it was so much. But this thing is thick, right? Mike Plug is awesome. But yeah, so this is Kim Jong-gi original drawing right there. But this book is like thick. Like, look how thick this thing is. That's how much drawing this guy does. And I love his sketchbooks. I got this one, and I have two more of his sketchbooks. Whoa. Uh-oh. Hopefully there's no kids watching. Yeah, he is. He's a human printer. But yeah, these are really really amazing books. And then like all these like studies and all the different poses and stuff. And so like I spent many hours just doing like little studies out of this book. It was like great inspiration. Yep. And this is just all this guy does is draw. That's how you get good. Is you just keep drawing, keep going for it. All right. Let me see. I'll do two more, and then we're gonna call it a night, guys. So let's do this one. Okay, here we go. This is a sketchbook. It's Karl Kopinski. He's another one of those guys, very similar to Jung-ji. And I bought this. There's a sketch he did in it. I bought this from him a couple years ago. He's a great painter. I think he does magic cards and stuff like that. I don't know what he does now, but he had done that in concept art and stuff. But I just like all the great pencil work he does. So again, very, very inspirational. I love yeah, he has very he's very amazing. And like I said, if you the thing I like about all these art books and stuff is, just all the different poses and things like that I you can get inspiration from and study. I may study, okay, look how he drew this hand. I'll study that hand and how he's holding the gun, and then I might use that in a sketch that I do. I won't draw it as nice or as cool as that, but um, I'll change things. I'll put a different gun in his hand, but a hand is a hand. Uh, just some cool guys. Oh yeah, yeah. He does. He's. Yeah, I see. He's done a lot of like paintings of cyclists and stuff. Um, so I'll do one more, and then that's it, guys. Let me pick a. I'm gonna pick a more educational one. So this was the book I was talking about earlier. I think Jonah, maybe I think it was Jonah who was asking about comic book based books that you can learn comics and stuff like that. This is a really good book, and I actually read this one, like, or I tried to read. Some art books and study books I'll like flip through, but this one I actually read, from front to beginning to try to learn stuff. Uh, this guy and um, Marcos Mateu Mestri, I think. I'm not sure if I said that right, but um, I like his style, his art style. It's very loose and gestural, so I definitely have tried to like incorporate some of that into there. But this is a great resource. It talks about all kinds of different shots and ways to tell a story. It goes through from like beginning to end, and this is useful. You can use this for storyboarding. Um, it's great. It's talking about this whole section right here is all about composition. Like and things that you can see how different elements in the this frame or whatever draw you towards the middle here, and it's all just about things like that. Yeah, you should definitely buy this book. This is a great one. It talks about using lighting to help tell the story, and how you can set different moods for the story. Like this is a different mood than this. And it's basically the same shot. It's just different elements and things like this one right here. Is more friendly and inviting. There's nothing in between them. It's in lots of light or whatever, whereas this one is more dark. There's things in between them. It kind of creates more tension in the oh, there's a frame being too. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that, but that's what this whole book is about. Yeah, this is a very good book. But so this is Framed Ink, and yeah, just like a film. I mean, it's all about telling stories, visually. That's all. That's all it is. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Like always. And talking with me, and I'm gonna post. I'll post this right away, or try to post it right away. So if you guys want to rewatch it or whatever, and then also, I do have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow, my subscribers on there. I want to get to 1,000. That's my goal right now. So if you guys like what I'm doing here. If there's any information that you're getting from them that you think is great, I appreciate if you guys go over there and subscribe. I also post these videos, these IG lives on there too, usually about a day later. And then I also post a lot of time lapse process things that I get from the my drawings in Procreate. Yeah, you guys take care. So, like I said, the link to my YouTube channel is in my link tree, which is in my profile on Instagram. So, but anyway, I'll probably jump on again tomorrow night. Like I said, I'm trying to do this, at least like once a day if I can. And that's it, man. You guys take care, and I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.